Hello there, and welcome to this edition of Joy Sightings. Today I read three more parables of Safed the Sage. Safed the Sage was the pen name of William E. Barton, who was a congregational minister who published these parables in the year 1919. The three that I read today are the signal tower, the bumblebee, and the potato bug. The signal tower. The train whereon I rode drew nigh unto a city, and it slowed up in the outermost parts thereof, till the man in the signal tower bade it go on. For he lived in a place high and lifted up, with levers on this side of him and on that, and with electric signals and many strange devices. And when he dropped the semaphore, then did we go forward, not on a straight track, but we curved to the right and again to the left, and we smelled out, as it were, the way that he desired us to go among the tracks, till we came at length into a great terminal, where a place had been prepared for us. And all the way, though we no longer saw him, his hand did guide the way whither we went, so that we smashed into no other train, though many were coming and going, but we came safely to our desired destination. Now, as we pulled slowly past the signal tower, I took note, and behold, it was a desolate spot, where the signal man had very little companionship. But he had climbed down in the hours when no trains were going, and had planted seeds about the signal tower. And there were larkspurs to match the sky, and poppies that grew red, and beside all these were hollyhocks, yea, and many of them. There were hollyhocks of brown, like unto the eyes of Keturah, and hollyhocks of pink, like her cheeks when first God gave her to me, and others white as the snow, and others red as the rose. And they grew ever upward, as if they would mount to the signal tower and smile in at its windows at the man who planted them. And as we went on our way, I thought of the man in the signal tower, and I said to him in my heart, Thou art my brother. I also have a tower like unto thine, which appertaineth unto my church, and there do I spend long hours in a place of mine own, apart from men and lifted up, that I may catch, if so it may be, the messages which I shall transmit into signals for them to keep them on the right track. And I also grow hollyhocks. So I climb again to my signal tower, and I seek if I may give unto men the right signals, that they may go aright on life's course to their safe place in its terminal. But also I will brighten the earth beneath with hollyhocks. The Bumblebee. We came, I and Keturah, to the place where we are wont to spend our summers, and we walked under the great pine trees, and I went with uncovered head, for I reverence them. And we came nigh unto the nest of a bumblebee, and I knew it not. And a bumblebee flew at me furiously, and he assailed my head, and he thrust out his sting. And Keturah saw him, and she cried out, Alas, my husband, for he hath stung thee on the forehead. And I answered and said, I'm very grateful to that bumblebee. And she said, Hasten and put something on it, ere it swell. And I said, My head is not swelled, neither shall that bumblebee swell it. He stung me not, and I'm very thankful to him. And she said, If he stung thee not, I am glad, but I know not why I should be thankful, for it was in his heart to sting. And I said, My hair groweth thin, and my friends say, Sophed groweth towards baldness. But this bee got tangled in my hair. He that hath hair enough to entangle a bumblebee is not bald. And I considered how many are the annoyances of life, and even of its threatened dangers, that afford us ground for joy, if we only know how to interpret them. The Potato Bug. There came unto me a man who sat him down before I asked him to do so. And he inquired of me, saying, Dost thou believe in prayer? Now I am a man of prayer, neither hath there been a day since my childhood when I have not prayed unto my God. But I answered him not, for I knew that he did not come to learn what I believed about prayer, but to tell me what he believed, and that he would never notice whether I answered him or no. And he took up his parable and said, I was on the train on my way to a very important business engagement, and if I made it, I should make good money, and give unto the Lord 1/10 thereof. And my train was late, and I approached a junction, and if the other train had gone, I had missed my appointment. So I took the matter to God in prayer, and behold, the other train was later than mine own. So I did meet the appointment, and I sold the goods, and the treasury of the Lord shall prosper. And he thought not of the many people on the connecting train who suffered by the delay which his prayer had seemed to produce. And I said unto him, There is a place where I go in summer, where there are trees and a lake and streams. And there grew a great tree by the side of a stream, and the waters washed under the roots upon the one side thereof, so that the tree grew out over the stream. And it was a beautiful tree, and it grew for 100 years. And the cattle rested under the shade thereof, and the birds of heaven did build their nests in the branches thereof. Now upon the one side of the stream was there a potato patch, and within the patch there grew a potato vine, and upon the potato vine there crawled a potato bug. And when the potato bug had filled his belly with the leaves of the potato vine, he looked across the stream, and behold, there was another potato patch, fairer than the one wherein he abode. And he said, I will go forth even into that other potato patch, and there shall my soul delight itself in fatness. So he came to the stream, and he could not get across, and he tarried there that night. And in the night there arose a great wind, and it smote the tree, so that it fell, and its mighty trunk lay across the stream. And when the morning was come, the potato bug climbed upon a root of the tree, and he crossed over, and came unto the other side, and he went to the potato patch. And he said, Now do I behold the goodness of God, who hath made a bridge for me, and brought me safe over the stream, for this is an answer to my prayer. And while the potato bug gave thanks to God, the cattle mourned for the shade which had sheltered them, and the birds were sorrowing over their broken eggs, and over their little birds that were crushed, and over their homes that were desolate. But the potato bug knew it not, nor regarded it, but thanked his God for the answer of the prayer of the potato bug. Now the man who had come to tell me that he believed in prayer heard this parable, and he was wroth. And he said, Dost thou compare me to a potato bug? And I said unto him, I speak the truth in parables. For the good God hath made the outer world and the things therein, that they may be as a mirror to the souls of men. I do not compare thee to a potato bug, but if thou seest any points of similarity, that's thine own affair." And he departed.